Fills are very important for your drop. They can make your drop sound unique, cool, and most importantly, original. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make them. Okay, enough talking, let's get right into it. What I usually do is, how I make my own fills is like, I basically search for bass shots. There's a lot, of course. You can search at Kashmir's pack, and sounds cool actually. So I just drag whatever sounds that I like, I put them in the playlist, and yeah, I highlight that thing because you need to loop a lot of stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna just make a simple rhythm with that. I'm gonna make like dun 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 dun, with that pitch down, dun, like this, and pitch down here. And I'm gonna add a sweep in to gather and lift up the whole fill. I know fill is a small thing, but these small details can add a lot to your track. Especially, they can give a lot of ear candy to the listener, The listener can have an image on what he's dealing with or listening to. With like, if you put a sick-ass fill, in your drop, you're letting the listener know, look bro, I am a sick-ass producer, I can make a lot of stuff, This one. I'm gonna just put a ride to emphasize on the, the rhythm. You see the fill is kind of starting like to build up, and the fill is coming together. I think it sounds muddy a bit. I'm gonna put a dimension expander on it. Yeah, I almost forgot. I need to make that one go down. But if I pitch it normally down, the sound will get longer. The sample will get longer, sorry. So you put it in stretch mode and then you make it pitch. So you copy the value, paste it here in order to save the output. And like this. Like that. Pitch bends can add a lot to the sound. You just don't want to go too much with it. Like that is enough. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna apply some effects to the, bass shot or the bass plug. So I open up Effector. Effector has a lot of cool stuff. You can modulate and edit them using automations to make unique sounds, I use the delay effect here, and I just see what it does. You just raise the tempo, and all of a sudden you have this cool, like ringy dubstep virtual right style sound, and that's very sick for fills, in my opinion at least. So I automate the tempo, and it sounds so much better now without the bass line. Yeah, with the, it sounds cool now. And I think I'm gonna pan it. Like a small tip, if you have a curved automation and you wanna reset it, like make it straight, you just right click it. That's it. Now it's time to add some drums. I like to add drums to my fills, but not like acoustic and EDM drums. I would like to add a lot of hip hop drums into it. So for that, I'm gonna pull up a snare. I like that snare. And in FL Studio itself, there's some built-in effects that can come really handy sometimes, So for that snare, I'm gonna just boost it. And if you want to make it stereo, very wide, you just slide this little thingy here called stereo delay. If you're using headphones now, you can listen to it, how it widened out a bit, you know. Wow, it sounds so much better now. I'm gonna make a triplet here, like this. I think playing with the tempo, right here in this case, I would say playing with the tempo doesn't fit my fill that I want to make. So I'm gonna just make it one, you know, consistent tempo. I would like to find my favorite one. Let's try this one, this value. You know what? I actually really like that at the end here. It like does that, you know, sweep thing. So all in all, it sounds like this right now. Nice. And yeah, I'm gonna just play with the panning again of the snares, because who doesn't like panning, am I right? You know. It sounds so much better right now with the pan stuff. I like panning. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm just gonna add some kick. This one has a lot of transients. I know I don't need all that highs, so I'm gonna just high cut it. I'm gonna shorten the kick. You know, that sound is actually clipping the bassline, so I just put a clipper on it. Okay, so this last one here, last beat right here, you know, I'm gonna add different sounds, which is D sharp. Let's try this one maybe, like that. I'm gonna make a LFO, you know, fast LFO using LFO tool. I just you know, and also fast panning. And finally I'm gonna add a, you know, robotic sound. These cashmere glitches are pretty sick actually. They fit so well in the character of this film. Ooh, I like that, you know, that triplet thing here. Woo! That's sick. I'm gonna use that. Of course, I'm gonna pan it, but just a little bit, because I don't want every sound in this fill to be panned. I just want some stuff in the center. And yeah. I can maybe add some gunshots, you know. Yeah, that sounds weird, but that's the thing about making your own original unique fills, is that you want to have some character to the fill. And this one, it's kind of aggressive, you know, it's kind of criminal-ish fill, I feel like, because it has that, you know, that growl bass and those aggressive snares and the kicks. It sounds like metal stuff. It sounds not metal the genre, like metal, you know, iron and stuff. It sounds like these sounds. So I'm gonna need another aggressive sounds, which is, I think the gunshots would fit this character of the fill pretty well. I'm gonna find some gunshot sounds. Wow, that sounds amazing. Okay. Yo, shoutouts for Splice for that. You know, you see, it fits kind of the character of the film. I'm gonna put some reverb. I'm gonna low cut it. And I know this seems too much for a fill, and that's the point. Once you make them, you can sample them, you can make them your own, and pretty much use them in your tracks. I'm gonna use a flanger. I think that fits. Yeah, that fits. Except, you know what? With the reverb. Yeah, as you can see what I explained right here, it's important to choose what effect to use. Like, it's important to select your effects in order, like from the top to the bottom. If I apply a reverb in slot 2, after that in slot 3 I apply a flanger, the flanger will also apply on the reverb, if you know what I mean. If I apply the flanger after that, I will apply the reverb will take the whole sound with the flanger and then put the reverb on that sound. So it's very important to use, you know, a certain order for the effects in your sound if you want to reach certain, like, you know, certain results. You know, I think that's pretty much it. I can maybe add one or two things. Maybe add another mini sweep at the end of the 4th beat. I think it sounds right. That's it, I think. Yeah. So I'm gonna use that fill right now in a drop, for example, like in one of the drops I made, to see how it fits. So here's one of my unreleased tracks called WTW, not Walkthrough Wednesday, by the way. Sorry, Ollie James. It's What They Want. It stands for the What They Want. Anyway, I used it here and I tried to integrate the fill and see if it fits. So yeah, that would like represent a cool transition. That's supposed to represent a cool transition in the drop. And I know I didn't integrate it that well, I just put it there, but yeah, take a listen. You see, it kind of fits, I think. And yeah, that only took me like, you know, 15 minutes. It didn't took me that long to make that fill. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I suggest you guys make your own fills and use them. Not only fills, but everything. But more tutorials will be coming on different sound design stuff. Not only sound design, on everything. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you learned something today, and if you did, make sure you comment that. And yeah, I made my own sample pack, which is called Robotic Fillers, that consists 30 custom fills that I made, designed by me. If you want to support me as an artist and as a creator, make sure you do me a favor and go cop that right here. It's gonna help you a lot, I'm telling you. Like, it saves a lot of time. You just drag the fill into your drop or whatever, and it saves a lot of time, and they're very, very cool. I will preview some of them right here, right now. And it's only like for $5 or something, so it's not big of a deal. So yeah, as I said, I hope you learned something, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, peace.